What is up, my beautiful boys and girls? Thank you, my guys. I think I said this in another video that I posted today. I don't know if I did. I don't remember. But thank you, my guys, because thank you for getting me to hit 21 subs. Thank you so much, guys. But let's just continue with this. So this is a weird video because I mostly do my hero, but I think you guys are getting bored of that. But while you guys are here on the channel, you guys should go hit that little sub button. Turn on post notifications, maybe, even if you want to. But hey, I'm not gonna push it. No, just like the video. It's really easy. It's really simple. This is what if Naruto and Sasuke left the village together? I'm gonna have to tell you that I'm making a few changes here. Naruto's two chakra natures are wind and lightning. And he's also more Namikaze than Uzumaki. Because in canon, he was, I think 50% Namikaze, but it didn't really show it that much. So, he is, I'm going to say, 80% Namikaze and 20% Uzumaki. And yeah, but in this, he would, at the back of his hair, he would have a few red strands in his hair, which is what Uzumakis are known for, their red hair. But, yeah. And Naruto would still be born with whiskers. Also, Naruto in this is, a little bit more colder, since what the village has, done to him. Well, not really done anything to him, but just call him monster and insult him. Alright. We can start now after I tell you this. Also, in this is Sasuke and Naruto are, great friends. They had something to bond over. Alright, now we can start. This would start off with a scene by Sasuke when leaving the village to, go join Orochimaru. He would put Sakura to sleep, but as soon as she, fell to the ground, Naruto would appear. Naruto would then feel betrayed, and he would yell, "Sasuke, I'm not gonna let you leave." So Naruto would then just launch at Sasuke, and Sasuke would avoid it, barely. Sasuke says, "I'm sorry, Naruto, but this village just isn't for me. Lord Orochimaru can give me power that I need to kill Itachi." Naruto looks at Sasuke and he says, "But why?" Naruto actually gets a little more angry than he intended to be, and the Kyuubi chakra leaks out. Naruto would then scream, "But why?" Sasuke, noticing this, knows that he can't pick a fight with Naruto unless he uses his curse mark. Naruto would then launch at Sasuke, tackling him. "Sasuke, you're not gonna leave me again." Sasuke would then just knock out Naruto, but as soon as he knocks out him, the Kyuubi chakra lingers off of Naruto. But then Sasuke thinks for a minute. Wait a minute. If I bring Naruto with me, not only will I have somebody only one person I considered a comrade, but I will also have some backup, and in case I'm in trouble, he can help me out. He puts Naruto on his back, and he would have just started, jumping from place to place. He would have then found the Sand Village, and him and Karin still likes him. I was gonna make Karin like Naruto a bit, but nah. Karin says, she's just gasping in her mind, who is this, and all this. But Naruto wakes up and he sees Sasuke talking to Orochimaru. He looks around and he sees these the Sound Village symbols everywhere. He then feels his headband, but when he feels it, he feels a scratch through it. He didn't do this himself. While while Sasuke was traveling to find them, he wanted to make sure that Orochimaru knew that those two were enemies. Plus, they had gone off from the leaf. So while Naruto was still knocked out, he had scratched his and Naruto's what's it called? Leaf Village symbol out. He would have then thought, am I a rogue now? What is Sasuke doing? Sasuke would have then noticed Naruto was awake, and so would Orochimaru. Orochimaru wouldn't have said anything, but he really wanted the Nine Tails for himself. But he couldn't have said this right now. Plus, if he ripped it out of Naruto right now, Naruto might die. But he wants to make a few tests on Naruto and all this before Naruto even dies to make the perfect subordinates. Or like, I guess, soldier. And see how he can do this to more people. Sasuke then says to Orochimaru, this is the one I've been talking about. His name is Naruto Uzumaki. Karin would have looked at the bright yellow-haired boy, and when Naruto had gotten up and turned around, she would have seen bright red pieces. She would have then thought in her head, no way, I'm not the only one left, and yes, I'm lucky. Naruto would have then said, he would have turned back around and said, hi, I'm Naruto. Listen, I'm not trying to pick a fight, but if you want to. He then starts to make a Rasengan out of his hands, because in this he already knew how to do Rasengan. Remember, he is 80% Namikaze, which means he knew all his clan jutsus and all this before Jirai even came around. He says, listen, if you're trying to pick a fight, he makes a Rasengan, but this Rasengan is different since he has a lightning style too. Lightning wraps around his wind, and it makes it look like a storm. He then says, I'll hit you with Rasengan on 5th form. And the reason I said 5th is because he has small form in which he puts his lightning into his Rasengan. Form 1 is just regular Rasengan with a little bit static, but it's mostly just normal Rasengan. 2nd form is the lightning it's inside of Rasengan, but you can barely feel it, but it is there. 3rd form is Rasengan with 2 lightning bolts covering it. 4th form is Rasengan, but a little bit more lightning wrapped around it. And 5th form is the form he's using right now. I think I said that. Or 7th form. I don't know. But he says, I'll hit you with this. Orochimaru then looks at him and takes an interest in. He's like, whoa, Naruto. Oh, can I call you that? Naruto then says, that's my name, so call me it. Orochimaru then smirks. And then he says, he makes his long neck, his regular neck, a snake neck, and wraps it around Naruto. He says, very interesting, you Uzumaki. Karin would then walk over to Naruto and say, hi, I'm Karin Uzumaki. I may be your cousin or not, but at least we're still related. Naruto would then say, another Uzumaki? Really? He would then say, hey, wow, I didn't think there were... I thought the whole clan was slaughtered. Or at least killed off in the war. Karin would begin to bring a smile on her face. She didn't really care if she was related to Naruto or not. If she and him were cousins, brothers, or anything. She was just glad to be in the same clan and still related, basically, because they're in the same clan with him, and she is not a loner. Naruto feels the same way. Naruto then thinks maybe it's not as bad as I thought it was going to be. Naruto and Sasuke growing up, going to Shippuden, would have gotten extremely strong. Naruto would have been given the same, I guess you could call it, chemical that Sasuke was given to, buff him up. Naruto also, started making more combination jutsu with his lightning and wind, combo attacks as well. One of his combo attacks are called lightning, rising wind. And what happens is, wind, goes everywhere to where you're blinded, while lightning is striking them, but they can't see where the lightning is to dodge. So, yeah. But Naruto is, more loyal to Orochimaru now. Him and Karen are great friends. And Sasuke and his relationship hasn't changed much since they were already great friends. But they've just grown a stronger bond. But then, while on a mission, he would have seen Sakura and Kakashi. He would have then said, Sasuke, go ahead, I'll meet up with you. Also, in this, Naruto and Sasuke, he had seen Sakura and Kakashi because they went against Zabuza and them too. But they were only there to steal Zabuza's sword for Naruto. Naruto then says, Sasuke, go up ahead. I'll meet with you. I'll take care of these two. Sasuke says, if you think I'm leaving you, no way. Sasuke pulls out a giant shuriken. He says, fine, but just hide in the trees. Sasuke jumps on top of a tree in an Itachi pose, but covering himself with leaves. Kakashi then says, Naruto, come back to the village with you and Sasuke. We can just be a normal team again. You guys can come back to Team 7. We won't even make you have to go under the interrogation. Anything. Naruto then says, that village, they betrayed me. Naruto forcefully takes chakra from the Kyuubi. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention that. Naruto and the